Okay, it's time for this week's trick tip, and I'm in Western Australia talking to Choicey, or Graham, from Choice Kitesurfing. We're talking tuning gear. Choicey, tell us a bit about your school.
Hey, thanks for having me. The school here has been running in its current format for about 4 years, where if you get your equipment through us, we'll take you through all the necessary training to take you to whatever level you want to go to. Our priorities are on safety and making you independent, and then we want to give you the ongoing backup to stop you from plateauing later on in your kiting career. Part of that, to stop you from plateauing, is obviously tuning and maintenance of your equipment. If your equipment is in bad shape, you're not going to get very far.
Definitely. So let's grab a kite and get down the beach.
Have a look.
Let's go. Alrighty, we're here at Woody's. It's Choicey's beach, mate. Beautiful beach. What's the setup? Who's this and what's going on?
Today we've got Matt Weston with us, and he's reigning #2 youth champion of Australia. We're going to have a look at this kite, figure out what's wrong with it as far as line length differences, to get the thing flying right, and let Matt have a good time on it. Okay, so as we look at Matt's kite, it's obviously unbalanced. One of the biggest causes for people learning to kite surf plateauing is often not themselves, but simply the gear is starting to get used and things are starting to get stretched. What's going on here, Matt's kite is drifting all over the sky. It won't stay stable in one position. Usually 99% of the time there's no problem with the canopies at all. It's always in the lines.
Alrighty, we found a nice flat, smooth area. How do we fix the problem?
Okay, what we're going to do is run the lines right out, make sure that they are connected to an even point. So just before the pigtail is a great place. I pop them onto something like a little clasp, so I know they're all even.
Yep.
Like that.
Yep.
Okay, next thing we're going to do is tie them onto a very sturdy post. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll bring my lines together at this end, hold them, pinch them together, and when I look down the lines I can see they're a different length. Okay, what that means is the white line is obviously shorter than the red line, so to remedy that problem I'm just going to pull hard on the white line until it's stretched to become the same length as the red one. Okay, so after a bit of a stretch on the lines, we have a look down the lines now, and they're pretty well running together. There's virtually no difference in them. The knots are together and the lines are together. So we know now that we've balanced our rear lines. The next thing to do is to make sure that our front lines are balanced. Okay, so with the front lines, the same deal. Pick them up from an even point, have a look down them, and they should be running together as we see here. So they're obviously going to be a little bit shorter now than the front lines, so it's a good idea to get both together, or just by holding onto the chicken loop and give them a good stretch out as well. At the end we should be able to pull the bar on, and we look down our line set and we can see that all the lines are running even and the bar feels balanced.
Alrighty, Choicey, she's all looking pretty sweet. Should we get Matt back out there to rip it up?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
So a well balanced kite should just happily hang straight above you at 12 o'clock.